let's get to it, hey? Welcome to the love story of Matt and Nicole. One that has been 16 years in the making and a pairing so nice they did it twice. There was round one when a baby-faced Nicole was just 16 years old and her cousin Kylie had told her about Matt. According to Kylie, this boy was a nice boy. He was a good boy and he's the sort that you want to end up with. But forget nice, because the real clincher for Nick was the fact he was older, he worked at Hungry Jack's, and he had a ute. Now, as is the way with first teenage loves, they were growing up and grew apart, and after 3 years, it led to that first heartbreak. You know, the one that really stings. At the time, Nicole would take a little solace in thinking, if it's meant to be, it will be. And who knew how right she was? Over their years apart, the universe kept nudging them together every now and then. They would run into each other at festivals, at footy games, and even across the oceans where they literally bumped into each other on the streets of Barcelona, or when they found themselves at the same hostel in London at the same time. But the timing was never quite right, and something was missing. Turns out, what was missing was just a bunch of overpriced vodka Red Bulls at a festival that convinced Nick that it was a good idea to call Matt. Now, despite not having spoken in years, she had drunkenly remembered that Matt was a big Birds of Tokyo fan and assumed that he would love some blurry iPhone footage of it and a FaceTime from his ex-girlfriend. Now, meanwhile, Matt was working night shift and sober as a judge, so when her name popped up on his phone, his only thought was, well, this is going to be good. So while Cupid had taken another swing at getting these two back together, the real hero of our stories, ladies and gents, is cousin Kylie yet again. Because after a month or so after that fateful FaceTime, she invited the pair of them to another party at her place where they finally got it together. Now, since then, they haven't looked back. They moved in together quickly, built Nick's dream salon, renovated, painted and landscaped, all without killing each other, which speaks volumes for their compatibility. Now, I think we can all agree that Nick and Matt are the living, breathing definition of opposites attract. It's the fast and loose Nick versus the methodical perfectionist Matt. It's introvert versus extrovert, the calm in the storm versus the bull in the china shop. Or as Nick described it best, she needs to be the loudest person in the room, whereas Matt would probably prefer not to be in the room at all. Now, no matter the differences, somehow it just works. They share the same core values and push each other in the best possible way. They love deeply, communicate honestly, and always have respect and love at the centre of their relationship. Nick loves Matt for his thoughtful and caring nature. She loves to see the way his mind works and how he shows her a different way of thinking. His endless motivation to work hard, better himself, and focus on the future will always impress her. She loves that the simple things in life are just better because they're with Matt, like laying on the couch, home-cooked meals, or a good mission to Red Rooster for hot chippies. Now, Matt loves Nick for her selfless ways and the love and time she gives to those around her. He counts himself lucky to spend his days with someone so fun, loud and extroverted who has never failed to cheer him up or make the ordinary day extraordinary. He is so proud of the hard work that she puts into her career and how driven she is to succeed. Give this guy a game of footy on the telly, the music cranked up, Nick dancing around like a lunatic in their lounge room, and life is good. So after 16 years in the making, it only made sense that these two would lock it down officially. So one afternoon, Matt took to one knee in the salon out the back that they had both poured their love, sweat and tears into, and asked Nick to be his wife. There was no doubt that their futures revolved around one another, so of course she said yes. And that's what brings us here today, to bring it all together in marriage. Now, marriage to these two is about declaring their love and commitment to one another and promising that whatever they do it as a team, knowing that they have each other's support no matter what. Nick, Matt, you two have chosen to be with someone who inspires you, keeps you on your toes, makes you think, makes you laugh, and keeps you excited about the future. Today you celebrate that choice with your nearest and dearest and promise to do your best to honour the vows that you will take.
These are the simple things I want you, love, 'cause these are the simple things, my love, my love.